Well, good morning, folks. You're tuned in to Motor Mouth's morning 8 a.m. drive, and welcome aboard this morning. We're here every week, Monday through Saturday, helping you keep your ride safe, reliable, ready for whatever road lies ahead. So whether you're a weekend renter, daily commuter, or someone who just wants to understand what that strange rattle really means. Welcome aboard. Stick around for shop talk, expert advice, few good laughs, and maybe even a flashback story or two. Well, we have made it officially to Fun Friday. Incredible. Outstanding. So if you're just pulling through the drive-through, I've already done the drive-through this morning here. I've got my favorite morning beverage all cranked up, ready to go and get me fired up for Q&A tomorrow. That's what it is. Saturdays is questions and answers by noon today. That's right. That's cutoff time. Actually stretched it from Thursday to Friday for you, for those that were just not getting their questions in fast enough. So motormouth.jenkins@gmail.ca. Is that? No, it's .com. See, it's Fun Friday. motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. There you go. It's always in the description box on our YouTube videos as well as the podcasts itself. So if you're scooting through the drive-through, it's Friday morning. Remember, this is where the possibility of the weekend switch being partly turned on early, your order could be blasted out to the moon. So double check it. Check it twice, take a sip, make sure it's as required, and lock it down, and we'll have a swiggy in just a few moments. So if you're just joining us for the very first time, welcome aboard. Yes, put your tinfoil hat on. It is Fun Friday. You never know what Motor Mouth's going to come up with. Things that are going to come out in the open. Just remember, anything that has light shined on it, it's all over. Yeah, then everybody knows. So I've got my morning beverage ready. Get yours ready, whatever it is. I'll buy you a little bit of time. We count it down, 3, 2, 1, and we have a swiggy together. And then we kick off with the daily weather report and move into high gear on this Friday edition of the Motor Mouth Morning Drive, 8 a.m., Monday through Saturday. You can catch us here on iHeartRadio and all platforms. So whether it's Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Podbean, or others, just type in the search box, Car Connection Workshop. We're there for you. You'll find us. All our podcasts automatically load to our YouTube channel. And we've made it easy for you to connect with us. You've made it very difficult for us to connect with you. I just want to get that out there on a Fun Friday. Yeah. We have no idea where you are. So let us know where you're tuning in from. For most of you, I have a secret, but I'm not telling you. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, I'm going to leave you in suspenders all weekend. Maybe I'll tell you on Monday. I have a secret. So let me know in the comment box on the YouTube's channel, or send me an email. That's easy. motormouth.jenkins. Don't forget the dot. motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com or niall@ccbusnet.com. Our website is carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. I know that's a mile long. ccbusnet.com is the shortest we could get because some fella has CCBN, but do you think he would be nice enough to let us kind of have a discount on that? No. So I told him in one word, get lost. Forget it. Yeah, I'm not willing to pay you that. Are you kidding? I was thinking, a beverage card and a snack would be more than enough. So anyhow, we weren't able to get CCBN. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. All right, we got daily weather coming up Q&A tomorrow, so your questions got to be in by noon today. I will be selecting after the morning show, perusing them to see what direction we're going with questions. And you guys and gals have been amazing with the questions. Well done, you. You have been learning some stuff. I can tell. I can really, really tell. And that you have a bad hair day, too. So it's hat day. Fridays are hat day. Yeah. It's just, that's the way it is. And if anybody asks, you just go, Fridays are hat day. It's just the way it is. Well, I think you should take it off. I think you should go home. Yeah, I'm just saying. I said that to a foreman one time. I'll tell you about that in a few moments. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting story. Anyways, topic for today, it's Fun Friday. Again, I do have a topic. And it's going to require you either texting me a message. I guess you could text me. I'd be okay with that. You could text me, or maybe not, because there's weird people out there. Do you think I should give out my cell phone so you can text me? Do you think, would that be appropriate? Send me an email. Let me know what you think. You can email me your answer. I do have a question today, but if you're driving, of course, you may not be able to do that, and I don't want to put you out in the rhubarb patch and especially mess up your morning beverage, because that's just wrong right there. Yeah. So let's jump into it and have our morning coffee. Our website is carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com, and everything we talk about and share on YouTube is available to you on our homepage. We made it super simple. So ccbusnet.com or carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. When we went through 4 years of whatever the heck that was, it took out our business network that we worked 26 and a half years for. I'm rebuilding it, restoring it, and bringing it back to you so that you can align yourself with businesses that I've known for many years, and from all professions that I know you can count on. And just so you know, they don't work for free, but if they want to give you a blessing and reduce the price, let them do that. Don't be one of these folks that demand a discount. Even when I utilize our Car Connection Business Network myself, I don't ask for nothing. I just, you know what? I just want to deal with people that I know I can count on. And if they give me something special, then great. And if they don't, it's just fine with me. That's super duper and okay. I just know that I'm being taken care of, and that's what's important. So our program partners are available, and other businesses on our website. Their logos are there. Just click open. Profile page will unfold for you, and all the pages are the same. So that way, you know, wherever you navigate to in our website, it's easy. It's not like, you know, you got to pack your toothbrush, your jammies, extra pair of socks and undies when you go onto a government website. Because once you get in there and you're into the abyss, it will take you all day to get nothing accomplished. I'm just saying. So also on our homepage, top right-hand corner, we've got everything loaded there for you. Our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, Stevensvilleontheweb.ca. We've been put in there as experts, so we put up materials there for you, some editorials, whatnot. Skippy will tell you. We'll get Skippy to tell you. She built the website many years ago for the Stevensville businesses and the community to bring the two of them together, and it's just a fantastic place. There's lots of businesses there that you can tap into. They got great eateries as well. That's where the zoo is here in Stevensville. And I'll tell you, if you haven't been there with your grandkids or your kids, you got to make it this summer. You will be blown away what's available to you there, and make a whole day of it, and you'll want to go back. The kids will want to go back as well. So that's the big draw in Stevensville. But we're an expert in that website. Just click on the businesses tab. You'll find us. You can email me through there as well. And we put out some, do you call them DMs? I don't even know what that means. Like, nobody's ever explained that to me. What the heck is a DM? Just tell me what those two words are. I don't know. Yeah. Does that mean dumb memo? I got a lot of those. I can tell you that over the years, working for others, I got a lot of DMs, especially when you get into the corporate world. You know, I had a PhD piled higher, deeper on my desk that I never even used. They built me this beautiful office. I think I sat in it like twice for 5 minutes. Yeah. Never got a chance to really close the door and just kind of take it in. It didn't matter. I had fires to put out all the time. They called me the fireman. So anyhow, we also have our online store there as well for you. So grab some Motormouth Car Connection merch and know that all proceeds are going to Total Freedom Addiction Campuses Canada and USA to help those that are ready to say goodbye, sayonara, arrivederci to their addiction. And we, when I say we, Skippy and I, we want to be able to help people that are ready to do that, because I have been involved with that in a relationship, and it's not funny. It's not funny. They'll lash out at you. They get ugly. Uglier than an ugly stick. And they don't mean it. It's the addiction talking. But just the same, it bruises you. You get some bruises. So when they're ready to deal with that addiction, we want to be able to say, we'll get you there. We will get you there. So Freedom Expressions has put together that online website for us. Safely, you can order whatever it is you like that's in our lineup. Make sure you get your Car Connection coffee mug. It's officially the first coffee mug ever, or we can call it beverage mug. Okay, if that hurts your feeling. Beverage mug. But we have shirts, we have hats, we got the whole plethora in there. Order your size, pick your color, pay safely online, and it gets shipped directly to you from Freedom Expression. So that's our online store. So help us out and help us to help those who need not a handout, but a hand up when they're ready to say, I'm ready to deal with this addiction and knock it out and say goodbye to it for good. So let's say thank you to, who are we going to pick this morning? Let's pick on the Crystal Ridge Dream Center. We haven't talked about them a little bit. They've been busy, and they're feeding like crazy. I mean, today's a feed day. Hot meals out the side door. They'll feed between 260 and 300 people, and that all takes money to do that and to run all the programs, after-school programs for the kids. And they feed them, and they game them, and they're games that stimulate their little minds. They get music lessons and help with their homework, tutoring. The list goes on and on and on. So at Crystal Ridge Dream Center, they're doing what most of us can't, and that is serving men, women, children meals, love, hope, and changing lives one at a time throughout the entire Niagara region. They received no government funding whatsoever, so they just had an awesome, last Friday night was a great night. What a roast beef dinner we had, let me tell you. The only disappointment I had was I was really wanting a slice of lemon meringue pie so tall that when you cut into it with a fork, it caves over. They didn't have that. But they did have strawberry rhubarb pie, was a good secondary, but my brain was already into high gear on the lemon meringue pie. So they do have another fundraiser coming up. So if there's anything you can do to help and support them, they would be truly grateful. This is happening on May the 30th, and you can get all the particulars by clicking on the logo for Crystal Ridge Dream Center and then do a link through to their own website. Record show. This is the second annual. Last year was the inaugural, and it turned out pretty decent. I'm going to head out to it this year. I've got time to go. It's May the 30th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Door giveaways, silent auction, charity barbecue, 11 to 1 p.m. Vinyl, CDs, cassettes, 45s, LPs, collectibles, and music, memorabilia, and more. So if that's your gig, join them for the charity record show with multiple vendors, featuring vinyl records, CDs, cassettes, and even ultrasonic record cleaning. And I am a vinyl guy. I am. Right behind me is my stereo component set. Yes, hi-fi. You betcha. Right behind me here, I love my vinyl. So we'll see you at the Charity Record Show, Crystal Ridge Dream Center, 2nd annual. That's Saturday, May the 30th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So thank you to Crystal Ridge Dream Center for doing all that they do in the community, serving hot meals on Tuesdays and on Fridays. And that's costly. From what I hear, it's about $800 to do that per day, per feed out the door. So whatever you can do to help them, fantastic. They have a great lineup of volunteers, and if you get a chance to meet them, you'll see just how engaged they are with the program. They absolutely love being a volunteer there. So whatever you can do, search your heart, do it, and know that they can take a nickel and hammer it into a dollar. They waste absolutely nothing there. So grab your cup of Joe or whatever it is. Let's get this thing going here on a fun Friday. Don't forget, email your questions in by nooner today, high noon, in the Car Connection Corral. I'll be looking for your questions. motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Thank you, Crystal Ridge Dream Center. I don't tell anybody, but I put an extra dollop of local honey in there this morning. Yeah, it's Friday, right? It's Friday. Have an extra shot of cream or whatever in your Flip-Dipple Ripple super latte thingy, decaf with a half calf. Man, our coffee's so strong in the Car Connection workshop, it can bring a dead fuel filter back to life, let me tell you. I need some of that today. It's almost the end of the week. I got to do some mechanicals today. I got to finish off the 2007 FJ Cruiser, get the winter tires off, do a brake service, all 4 corners, and then put the summies back on there. A little more detailing under the hood. Out the door she goes. We got a brand new series kicking off next week on our YouTube channel. You're going to want to tune in for that, you VW fanatics out there. I am too, so I'm just saying. I did work for Volkswagen for 4.5 years. They almost freaking killed me. 80 hours a week, 90 minutes one way to the dealership I worked at. You know what? At the end of the day, I learned a ton of things that I can share with you behind the scenes. I know how a dealership works now. I know how the politics work. I know how the warranty system works. But I'll tell you, for me to go in there like a mole, which I did after I closed the shop because of my health issues, I needed a few years to get back in order, if you know what I'm saying, and then get off the team and move on and do what I was called to do, and that is to wrench. And yeah, I learned a lot in 4.5 years, but I did 80 plus hours a week, no vacation, couldn't even leave the dealership to go have a quiet lunch somewhere. And sick days? No, if you're not dead, you need to be here. I made them too much money. That was what the problem was. Yeah. Anyhow, that's a story for another time. We got weekend weather coming up here. No, that's tomorrow. Weekend weather's tomorrow. This is Friday. All right, so let's thank Kathy, David, and Dan Grimo at Niagara Block, 5000 Montrose Road, for helping make today's podcast available to you at no cost. We haven't sent you a bill or anything, have we? Just, let me know if that happens. We'll just introduce it to the shredder, okay? Yeah, that's paid in full. Turn on the shredder, send it in one direction, hit the reverse button, then you know it's zero. Niagara Block, 5000 Montrose Road, Niagara Falls, building Canada since 1931. All the building supplies, blocks. If you need blocks, they got blocks galore, all kinds of building blocks. They don't have Legos. I did ask. Got a possible no on that. a very possible no. But they do have blocks, designer blocks, cinder blocks, plain blocks, miniature blocks like the one I have on my table here. I'll have to get Skippy to do a little video on that. You got to see it. It's so cute. But I think if you were building something with that, you're going to need a plethora of those little babies to put it together. But you could build a dollhouse out of that. It'd be pretty unique for your kids, your grandkids. They have all the hardscape landscaping supplies you need, even, what do they call it? I call it English rock, for making a walkway. The landscapers, years ago when we built this studio in the Car Connection workshop and put it all together, they did a nice little English walkway at the end of the 2,200 square foot deck. And, you think that's big. When the neighbors were seeing it, they go, man, that's freaking huge. What are you, holding concerts? I go, yeah. I said, the mini barn's going to be the takeout snack bar. You'll come in through the side gate and you pay the lady there, and then seating will be arranged for you. So we'll let you know. Well, did you make it big enough? I go, you know what? By the time you get the gazebo up there, you get the hammock up there so you can nod off on a nice sunny day, and you got a table with an umbrella for, 6 people to sit around, and you got some swanky chairs up there and a chaise long. It's gone, brother. I go, it's gone. So when all the gear's out there, they go, wow, you guys are like really pressed for space. Yeah. Neighbors. Fences make great neighbors. Am I right or am I right? Let me know in the email, motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. All right, let's jump in and say thank you to the Greenwell family, next generation. If you want to build your outdoor space, that living space, yeah, you got to have a kitchen outside. I'm just saying. Yeah, you got to have that outdoor kitchen, ladies. That's your woman cave right there. That's the diva cave. Yeah, you need that outdoor living space where you can just hang and chillax with your buddies, your friends, your gals, and have the guys wait on you in the outdoor kitchen, because they can't really mess it up too much, because you can just hose that puppy down and it's done. So check in. Kathy Greenwell has a list of referral contractors, so if you're in fear of getting the wrong dude to do your project, because that can happen, not beating up on anybody, but you know what? I can tell you some stories about 2012 when the spades went in the ground here. 2 years of my life, I have no idea where it went. Honestly, I was tearing my stinking hair out. Never do a project without having a grandmaster taking care of all the details for you. So you just go to that person and you just go, that guy's work sucks. That's got to be fixed. Then they have to go and make sure that gets done. So you want to make sure you know who you're working with. So Kathy Greenwell can help you with that. So you get a good man on the job, a good team to put a great estimate together, accurate estimates, start the work, finish the work. But of course, when you're working outside, it's hard to say I can finish on time because, well, you'll know in a minute. So let's say thank you to Kathy, Dave, and Dan Greenwell taking care of business, building stuff in Niagara since 1931. I don't think they themselves have been around since 1931. If they do, they're, whatever they're doing, they look great. They're in great shape, great condition, no rust marks or anything. All right, here we go. Oh, the phone number is 905-356-2221, but all you got to do is for any of our program partners and recommended businesses on our site, just click on their logo. It'll open a whole new world for you. All their contact information is there, readily and easily available. Here we go, folks. Hang on. Don't get your knickers in a twist. Rain, 0.05 of an inch today. Yesterday, they said 0. It rained here. I'm just saying, it wasn't a 0 on the South Shore Lake Erie yesterday. Was not. I went out to check, and I had some wet stuff coming down on me. So they're saying 0.05 an inch in the next 24 hours. Right now, currently, we're at 41 degrees, and it's raining. Wind is making it feel colder, about 39 degrees. Cloudy conditions from 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. with mostly sunny conditions expected 10 a.m. So let's hold them to that. That's what I'm thinking. It's Fun Friday. Yeah. Do what you say what you do. Weather guy. 10 a.m. I'll be waiting for you. Today's temperature range is from 41 to 54. Just before bedtime last night, I saw 63 degrees, and I'm thinking 30-day fuel savings challenge is coming up. And we dip back. We're back down to the early 50s. It's going to feel more like 34 degrees to 49. Yesterday, I managed to get a late afternoon sunspot in the back deck area to have a cup of coffee because I've been working and editing videos yesterday till my eyes were cycling in opposite rotation. You ever get that? Where you're just kind of looking at the screen and going, whoa, that's like super psychedelic. Time to back off here. I found a hot spot. The Sparky, the barbecue, was hiding me. And I got out of the wind and got into the sun. I enjoyed a nice cup of joe back there for 15 minutes and then back to work and get stuff done. So, what else have I got for you? Yes, the Car Connection fleet maintenance system is up on our website. So check that out and blaze the orders in, folks. Get yours before they run out, because I did a run and I hope it's enough. But if it isn't, it takes a few days to gather up some more. So back in about 2012, I created that. It was called the Car Connection Maintenance Schedule Kit. And they flew off the shelf. And I'll tell you what, I brought it back just for you guys, going full digital with Car Connection now on YouTube's, Instagram, Facebook. Join our community. Get in, because Skippy really puts together some pretty cool reels and outtakes and bloopers. So help her out with that. Watch them and then comment. And don't forget to comment on our YouTube videos as well, where you're learning 5 things: what it is, where it is, how it works, how it breaks, how you broke it. Yeah, I didn't do that. Yeah, you did, because you didn't know how to use it. That's generally what happens. So what it is, where it is, how it works, how it breaks, and how you can learn some basic fundamentals about owning and operating an automobile and keeping that vehicle as long as you want to. Because I'll tell you, we've had a busy week in the automotive world. I'll tell you, it's upside down and sideways right now. People are not happy. They're not happy, Jerry, with their car manufacturer. But you know what? The choice is ours as a consumer. Just move on. Pick something else. Try a different product. Because as consumers, you know what? We control the whole planet, but we haven't figured it out yet. It's kind of like when I had 2 dogs, Dinky and Axel. Axel was huge. And Dinky was Dinky because she was the 9th puppy out of a litter of 9, and she was a runt, but she was nasty when she wanted to be. She had an attitude. Her father's name was Turbo, and Turbo would nip you or bite you. His tail would be wagging, and if his tail stops wagging, he's going to bite you instantly. There's no waiting. So Dinky had a little attitude like that, but Axel would always get bowled over by Dinky all the time, and she'd bite her in the nose. She was a little bit older, but not, I think she was 3 years older than Axel. And I'd say, Axel, you need to let Dinky know how big you are. Like your paw, you could put that on her head and make her a coaster. I said, if you ever figure out how big you are, Dinky would be terrified. But it was the other way around. So anyways, I digress. So let's move on. Let's move on this morning. So you will learn on our YouTube channel enough information for you to get educated enough to understand what's going on out there in the car world. It's really shameful right now, and I hope that, I'm not poking at the engineers, not at all, because they're being squeezed. You make this piece of junk for us or else, right? You ever been in that position in a job? I was in that position one time, and we all went to the fireman's hall at lunchtime on Concession Street in Hamilton, just at the top of the Jolly Cut, Sherman Access. And we took like an hour and a half lunch at the fireman's hall. They served amazing food there. And we went back and we all locked up our toolbox and said, we'll be here for our tools tomorrow. And the boss goes, what are you doing? We quit. What? There's cars apart and everything. Well, I guess you got a problem. You probably should have learned to keep your mouth shut a little more and don't threaten us. Kind of like, there's the door. If you don't like it, leave. Yeah, he was really good about that. And that particular day, we were all ready to say, see you later, Pat. And we did. And left him there with his shop and his attitude. And that was that. And that was flat. Just like that. Anyways, all our YouTube videos are going to teach you so much. And we have another series coming up beginning Monday that we'll start filming that on Monday. Do you film it or do you video it? I don't know. Is it the same thing? I guess probably not. Videoing, shooting. Shooting sounds like, you could get red flagged for that. You used to say that, but now you got to, be careful because there's a feeling out there. We're going to be videoing the new series coming up. It's going to feature a specific VW. So all you VW fanatics and the rest of you, you're going to learn so much because this vehicle has been tucked away. It was supposed to be a gift for somebody, but that all got blown to hell in a handbasket. And no one but my father and I knew of this vehicle. We went and got it, and we hid it away. So there was only Pops and me that knew about it. Nobody else knew I had it. No one saw it. Zzz. Went to the U.S. One of my clients found it, calls me, go, get over here. You got to be over here in Motormouth on Friday. I got something for you. So we go to this little carriage house where the, little barn doors. I'm going, are there rats in there? Oh, I don't know. But there's something in there that you were looking for. The door's open. He said I had to hide it. When it came in, I couldn't believe it. And I tucked it away because everybody was gawking and was wanting it, Motormouth. So I put it in here. The door's open. I go, it was like the Holy Grail. Yeah. And I'm looking in there. I go, you actually pulled it off, man. Like, that's it exactly. That's it. He goes, who's the man? I go, today you're the man. He says, but you got to get it out of here in 3 days. I said, okay, I'll make arrangements. We'll get it. So Pops and I went and got it through the border and stuffed it away. So we are bringing it out, and I've saved a ton of parts for it, all upgrades. It's not a muscle car or anything. It's all original, and it came from California. It's spotless, and you got to stay tuned. You got to get subscribed. So 92% of you are not subscribed on our YouTube channel. Help Skippy and I out so we can grow this thing. We're putting enough hours in, but we've got a lot more ideas that we want to implement, but it's going to take getting monetized to pull it off. We want to give away a muscle car every single summer, and I have 2 tucked away, ready to fit the bill, raise some money for local charities in our area. That's that we want to do. We want to add more merch. The list goes on and on and on. We'd like to do our own car show with music, the whole 9 yards, and some great prizes. So we can't do that sitting where we are. So if you're one of those that is enjoying the videos, thank you. to all of you that are doing that and putting a comment in. All these little things help all your online influencers. So if you're loving YouTube channels, do us all a favor and help us to grow by doing the little things. Like, share, follow, leave a comment, your comment down below on the video. You don't have to write the War and Peace edition. Watch the videos, clock some time for us, and subscribe. You can do all the other things, but if you're not subscribed, the algorithms just go, they spit in your eye. Can you believe that? Yeah. Your mother ever dig into her purse and go, oh, I'll get that off for you, and this wrinkled up portion of a Kleenex comes out of her purse and you're going, oh, this was a bad idea. Did that ever happen to you? Let me know in an email. Then my mom would spit on it. And I'm like, now I gotta smell gob all day. You know what I'm saying? Spit on me. Through the Kleenex, of course. Got it cleaned off, but now people are going, do you smell gob? Yeah, when they're walking past you. Anyways, it's Fun Friday. It's hair down as much as I can. I do have a good head of hair. My pop's is 89. He still has a full head of hair. So I got it going on. So, yeah, it's Fun Friday. We can have fun. So make sure you do those little things, not just for us, but for all the online influencers that are giving us great information out there, sharing their knowledge and expertise. Let's say thank you to them all by helping them in any way we possibly can, okay? And they appreciate that. Even take the time to leave them a message in the comments. I did that yesterday. Program that I enjoy and I already got his morning here, bakes on things. I believe he's Easterner. He's out in the East. So, and I'll tell you, he's a great fellow to watch and pleasant to listen to. And he just has a really good program. And he does like a little miniature newsreel twice a day. So bakes on things. Make sure you like and subscribe and let him know that Motormouth sent him over there. Yeah, he's going to be talking about 10-cent gas tax. Lie. Yeah, it was a huge lie. These guys, I'm telling you, I'll digress for a minute. They ought to all be grateful, including the car companies. There's so much lying going on. I feel like I'm walking on carpet all the time because carpets lie continuously. I just feel like that. I just feel like I'm walking on carpet all the time. When I worked on the farm, we'd always say, you know what? The manure pile smells the same at the bottom as it does at the top. How is that? Well, figure it out. But anyhow, they ought to all be very grateful that Pinocchio was just a story. Otherwise, they would have some serious splaining to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they drive a car because there's no way that they could, there's just no way they could make way into an automobile with that sticking out. It's not a broom handle. Might even be longer than that. Because how far did Pinocchio's nose come out when he lied just one time? Did anybody really get the spec on that? I don't know. Like, I wonder about those things. Like, how many lies did he tell to get that nose, like, way out there? And Geppetto's going, did you lie? No. And it goes out even further. How much does it move in length per lie? Hey, let me know if you got an answer for that. I'd really love to hear that one. I've been searching for that for a long time. It's just like sheep. Put a sweater in the wash, throw it in the dryer. It shrinks up and fits Ken and Barbie, right? Probably more Ken. And how come sheep don't shrink when they get wet out in the field? Like it doesn't pull tight and their eyeballs turn in. Turn towards each other. You got cross-eyed sheep out there. I have no idea how that works. And then my mother would always say, don't play with that stick. You'll fall and you'll poke your eye out. And I'd be thinking, wouldn't you poke your eye in? Like if we run with the stick, we fall, and the stick hits us in the eye, would it not poke it in, not out? Just say it. And, the way my mind worked, even when I was like 13, that was when my mom said that. Don't be riding your bike playing with that stick. It's going to fall and it's going to poke your eye out. And I'd be thinking, wouldn't you have to like go up through your nose, go around, bloop, to poke your eye out? Anyhow, things happen. So I'm thinking all the, the week that we've had in the buzzword out there, what's going on and the failures with the car manufacturers are blaming the engineers. The engineers are saying, well, you told us that we had to build that stuff that way. And, it just turns into a three-ring circus. They've been doing that stuff since 1992, but it's gotten worse. All we have to do as consumers to control this is keep your old car and keep it going. Keep the structural integrity solid, rust-proof it every year. It's only pennies a day, folks, that's all, to get it done. Put a separate jar and call it the rust-proofing budget. Put some monies in there, some change out of your pocket every day. By the time the end of the year comes, there's your budget money. Get the thing squirted with the marmalade. You can find the marmalade on the homepage of our website. Starts with 2 letters, CF. I will not give them free advertising, but unfortunately they do have the best product out there this last 10 or so years. It works. It really, really works. And if you watch the YouTube videos on the 07 FJ, you'll see why it's 400,000 just on the back door, 400,000 K. It's gooey to work on. But in the summer, I power wash the engine bay and clean it up. And then in the fall, I get that area re-squirted. So it's nice and clean for the summer because we do take it out to the shows with us. The kids love to see that thing. So anyhow, it'll be done over the weekend. It'll be out of there. The new series coming in beginning of the week. And what we'll be working on is a VW. And it's a very popular old VW. And it's just upgrade. You're going to watch me work on that and bring the mechanicals up to date. So there's things that need to be changed because of its age. So just repairs and maintenance. The big item is it needs a clutch. I'm going to have to work for that one. I know how to get the transmission out. I do have a spare set aside, but there's something broken in the clutch that makes the clutch pedal almost like you got to push it with 2 legs instead of 1. It's really hard to press. So there's definitely something wrong in the pressure plate on the clutch. So probably the last thing I'll do is pull the transmission out and we'll go through the clutch and redo that and the car will be ready to go. But we got lots of work to do in the meantime. So check in for that series. And again, like, share, follow, subscribe, and leave a comment. And ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any single videos. And that goes for all the platforms that you're watching, all the online influencers on YouTube. Do us all a favor. You love the channel and you're enjoying the content. Do those little things. Doesn't cost you anything but a bit of time. But we thank you and dearly and grateful from the bottom of our heart. So here's your question for Fun Friday. And you got to send me an email. And I'm going to pick one and read it out on Saturday, tomorrow's Q&A. If I were to give you a car coupon today, okay? Don't leave the road right now. You're going, I know what I want. Yeah. Keep it on the road. Keep it on the road. If I were to give you a car coupon today, unlimited, it's a blank check. What vehicle would you buy? Tell me in an email. Fire that off to me. Send it over. If you think I should let you have my cell phone so that you can text me, I'm going to run that by Skippy because she's pretty smart with that stuff. Email me what that vehicle would be. So in my hand right now, I have a car coupon. So visualize that. There it is. And it's the price, the amount is blank. You get to fill that in. What vehicle would you buy? What is that vehicle that you would buy? And I know some of you out there go, blah, 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 blah. You know exactly what you want. Color, everything. You know it. But others, you might have to think about it for a little bit. So mull it over, not as in mullet. Do you think the mullet still exists out there? I think I saw one the other day on a video on YouTube's. I'm pretty sure I identified it as a mullet because I kind of grew up in that era. I know what a mullet looks like. Do you think the mullet's making a comeback? I don't know. So I got this car coupon. So let me know. No limit. You fill in the amount. What would you buy? What would you buy? Would it be a car? It has to be a car. Okay, so, like not a train, plane, but an automobile of some kind. So let me know in email, motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. What would that ride be for you? What is the vehicle that really floats your boat, cranks you up? It's a gotta-have thing. For me, I'll share. I think I heard somebody say, well, what would you get? Since a kid, I have always liked the Ferrari FGT40. That would be it. And it's from the 80s. FGT40. I just think, for me, that's number one. Number two is not a Lambo. My number two would be a Porsche 911. For sure. Number three would be a 57 Chevy two-door convertible. Turquoise colored. Turquoise and white. Yeah, that would be my three. My number one would be the European car. The Ferrari FGT40. For sure. Yeah, and I know where there are some. I'm trying to get in. There's a gentleman has a Ferrari collection, I hear, and through a friend of a friend, trying to get me in so that I can go and drool for a while. Yeah, I'll let you know how that turns out. I'm cranked on that one. And there's a couple other car collections that I may get invited into, and I will share. And maybe this year we'll do. My friend Charlie he's a Trans Am guy since he was a kid, and we do have one in the shop. That's probably going to be a giveaway when we get monetized and get up on our feet with our YouTube channel. That's going to be car number 2. Car number 1 is going to be Carlos, 1984, 100% all natural, no preservatives, Monte Carlo SS, and she's a beaut. He's a beaut. And then the other one is 84 Trans Am GTA, Class T roofs, the package, and it's white. Both are white, which is interesting. They're the same white, and restoration is the same white. You haven't seen that one yet. I'm hoping I can conquer all the leaks that thing has so I can get the interior back in, and the thing's going to be running 100% with no leaks. Then we can get it out of the shop and get it out there and let everybody enjoy that. And it is white. 1978 anniversary Corvette. It was practically donated to us, but it has been... You know what? I have done a few Corvettes before, and this one has been just a living nightmare because somebody else did the frame off and put it together. And it's just been, I may as well just taken the car apart completely again from scratch and done it from scratch. I would have been done already. But it's just been one of those jobs, and I'm working on it, and then this thing, now I conquered this, it's this thing, and this thing, and this thing, and now I thought I had all the leaks done, and now there's leaks back, And it's like, give it up, buddy. Give it up. Have you ever had a car like that where it's been just one thing? But this is because, and it was built by, ready for it? Here's the big ta-da, mechanics. Yeah. And the things I found, safety issues and whatnot, I've gone over the whole car, stem to stern, and I have had to redo stuff the whole way. And now I got to conquer these leaks again. And, yeah, you just got to bite the bullet and do it. So, hey, have yourself a great weekend. It's Friday. Enjoy your Friday. Take an extra 30 seconds for lunch today. Just tell the boss Motormouth said it's free and clear. Not a problem. And drive safe. Get home safe. Don't be like those maniacs out there. You know what? The planet's still going to be there when you get home. Drive safe. Be safe out there. And happy, healthy motoring. It's Friday. The weekend is here. Reminder again, get your questions in for tomorrow's Q&A. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. And remember, the car coupon, that's your question today. Mull it over. Fire that off to me. Again, it's a car coupon. The amount is blank. What vehicle would you buy with that car coupon? Motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. 8 a.m. for Motormouth's Morning Drive. Q&A tomorrow. I'll cover off 3 questions from all the questions that are sent in. So by noon today, I need your questions for you to get into the pile. All right? And, get your car question in there. And also what vehicle you select. And I will pull one and share it tomorrow on the air. I will pull one and share it. Just like I shared my top 3. I forgot to say 57 Corvette or 54. Yeah. Convertible hardtop. Has to be red with a white inlay on the side, or like a turquoise with white inlay and lots of chrome. That'll work. That would work for me too. There's a whole list. Actually, I have a whole list, but it's all right. I have them all in die cast, so it's like just like having them. So remember, recycling in the auto world, it isn't about putting old parts into new cars. It's about turning old cars into materials and reman parts that keep your older vehicles alive longer. And that's what I teach here in the Car Connection Workshop. You don't need to be making car payments and interest payments. You know what you need? You need to be out there driving an older vehicle that's reliable and better put together, better engineering. So anything like, I would say 10 years old, you're in the ballpark right there. You're in the ballpark. Anything after like 2021, I got the cringe. Even 2020, to cringe. I would go before that. Find yourself a goodie and love on it. Be the caregiver. That's what we talked about yesterday. Be the best car caregiver you can be. And I'll tell you what, that thing will serve you and put money in the bank all at the same time. Have a wonderful Friday. We'll see you tomorrow morning for Q&A Saturday, 8 a.m. till 9 a.m. And make it a wonderful weekend no matter what. And to all the mothers out there, none of us would be here if it weren't for mothers. Amen? That's for sure. My mom passed away in 2022. It's been gone 4 years already. I can't believe it. But she was the commander of the ship. Let me tell you, she was the commander. She kept us all together. So we'll see you in the morning. Drive safe, happy, healthy motoring. Keep it under 100. Peace, patience, and kindness always. And put the coffee on. I think we might come to your house. Bye for now.